Yo, Big E, salute. I see you in the building, bro.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man.
Join us,
salute.
Man. God.
Yeah. Right never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I swear. In the mix, a project politics, my whole kind sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghost. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Yo, that's how we're gonna do this, man. We got my brother, the God in the building, the Lord Jonathan Kidd, the House of Sheriff Fashion. Let's get it, man. What we talking about today, man? Yo, really, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start with this Maino Wack 100 and boxer bar situation, but we're gonna also go on the other topics too, as we always do. You know what I'm saying? I want to start by saying peace to the 5% nation of gods and nerfs. Salam alaikum, hamdulillah, rahmat Allah to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And like I said before, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started in zone gang like nigga, what? And then we got my man. I told you about to do this, man. So you've been hearing about the Maino boxer bar situation, right?
Yeah, I've been hearing about. Can you hear me?
I hear you well, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing about it and stuff like that. You know, my thing is, Wack 100. You know, he's an instigator and things of that nature. Yeah. And a lot of people, it seemed like to me, a lot of people be treating Maino like he's the boogeyman or something of that nature. You know?
Yeah. Well, sure. Well, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Maino got a rep on the streets, bro. He got a rep on the Brooklyn streets, man. He ain't no slouch ass nigga. So when I hear people keep trying to assassinate a man's character, a man that was around multiple times, a man that showed me love, the times I secured for him in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and Roanoke, Virginia, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? A man that
Right.
makes sure my pops was right. You know what I'm saying? A man that never act like he was too big to show love to a person. I seen how he was with his fans and the people that rock with him. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, everybody got their flaws. So when he smacked a couple beat a couple of rappers up, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, I see it as you know, if he's a stand-up, he's a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? From what you're saying,
Yeah.
and you know of his characteristics and stuff, he's a stand-up guy. You know, do you have any rebuttals or anything? Videos and whatnot?
Yeah, I got video. Oh yeah, you know, I'm about to pull them out right now, bro. You know I do, bro. You know I'm point, son.
True indeed. True indeed.
This is right here. This is OG Fuquan speaks about Maino and box to bar situation. We go ahead, what he had to say, and then we're gonna go to the Wack 100 talking about box to bar, what box to bar had to say, and we're gonna pop it like that. Let's start it right here. This is fair use.
Salute, and love. You already know who it is, Jace from Jace TV. Yeah, man, you know, just chilling out on this Sunday, man, you know. Nah, man, but I came across something where they're bringing up the Maino and Bar situation. Maino getting cut by Bar and all this other stuff. And, you know, knowing Bar in this situation and him sitting up right now on the island and all that, it's like, yo, damn, man, like, something like this can, you know, hurt him, man, because don't get it twisted. DAs and lawyers and judges, don't think that they don't be looking at this internet shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They can be used in a negative way or whatever the case may be, man. You know, what was it? I think last night, man, one of LG finest, man, Fuquan spoke about the topic at hand, you know, because he know all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Maino. I've met him.
And dogs, salute,
you know
peace.
I do no Bar and all that, man. And like, if you was up top or whatever, then you know the real story on what happened. And everything Fuquan was saying was like that's the real truth. So I'm gonna put it out there, man, so the people can stop running around with these fake stories on what actually happened between Maino and Bar. You know what I mean? If you ain't subscribed to Jace TV, definitely subscribe now. You know,
subscribe, yeah.
There's a lot of content on my channel. You know, if you go back looking at videos that I've made,
I can get to, but it's coming to his fucking aid. Nah, he don't need that. So it's a lot of shit going on right now with my boy. You know what I'm saying? He beefing with a nigga. You know what I mean? The shit's crazy, but I'm gonna address this shit. They, you know, I like to speak on shit I know or shit I was there for. Shit I don't know about, shit I wasn't there for, or shit I don't care about. I don't talk about it. That's why I'm not in all these celebrities' business, ball players' business, rappers' business, actresses and models' business. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't know about none of that shit because I don't follow that shit. But this Maino and Bar shit, they bring it back up. Being that Maino the hot ticket right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of old feeds pop up. Bar versus Maino, Bar this. Yo, listen, man. I'm going to set the record straight with this shit because not only was I there, I know. Y'all know Maino's my boy. Y'all know that. That's my bro. Y'all know that. But Bar also know that. You know why? Because Bar's my guy. Me and Bar did time together as adolescents. Me and Bar did time together as men in prison, in attic about the war. Me and Bar done exchanged jury. Yeah. So if he listening, he know Big Fruit speaking facts. Ain't no cap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get to this, right? Everybody, yo, Bar, y'all screaming that shit, man. Leave that shit alone, man. That shit's old news. And not only is it old news, y'all ain't even got y'all facts right. You know what I'm saying? All these fake journalists, Maino haters and all that corny shit. Yo, y'all got to forgive me. I need glasses. You know what I'm saying? Gary G was popping. Al Pizzle was popping. You know know what I'm saying? If you haven't been touched before, then you haven't been outside. Absolutely. Took L's and much W's, no question. Yo, Angel Dickinson, what's popping? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to it, right? And I'm still drinking from last night. I had a ball, man. I'm gonna finish this shit off. It's Easter weekend, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting to this shit from my boys, Maino and Bar. I'm gonna set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps screaming, Bar did this, Bar did that. Y'all keep forgetting, man. Maino cut Bar first. He ain't give a fuck about all that boxing shit. None of that. Whatever they had a fallout about, Maino came out his motherfucking shell and did what he had to do. I mean, Bar responded, do what he do, put the nigga on his back pocket. Yeah, he knocked the nigga down. He knocked the nigga out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put Maino on his back pocket, and that was the end of that shit. You talking 5-6 years later, he got the nigga back. He got him back. A lot of niggas ain't like how he got him in a barber chair. Come on, Bar. But he got the nigga back. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this, right? Sean Holmes was popping. Two pop on dude, red apple hat. Yo, it's Easter. You got your little sweatsuit on deck. Yeah, I got the Sergio Tacchini shit. I was checking it out the other day, man. You know what I'm saying? I might want to wear one on a cruise next month. Or not next month, in the motherfucking few weeks. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, yo, Bar. Yo, listen, man. The homie Zay, yeah, everybody, listen, man. I'm giving y'all history, back sound history. Mark 9, the homie Jose, Crown Heights, one of the finest. Yeah, y'all remember Jose down there, Mark 9. He blew flames out Bar over that phone. He cut Bar too. Don't get it fucked up like Bar took his L's. Y'all big and Bar, praising Bar like because he did something to Maino. Remember, Maino cut that nigga first. But Jose blew Bar before Maino. You understand what I'm saying? And I kid you not, me and Zay was in Attica. No.
The Heartbreak Kid, piece of the God. So you know, Belgium, bro, salute.
Rest in peace. Stillo over and over any rock. He called me out the window, B block. Yo, the homie got touched in Comstock. Okay, that's 9-9. Me and Bar was in Attica, B block, 02 summer. 02 summer. Yeah, 02 summer. Because 03 summer I went to Sing Sing. 02 summer, me and Bar was together in Attica. Change jury, all that shit. We used to have conversations about that shit with him and Maino. You know what I'm saying? He used to give me his side about why it happened and why he did it the way he did it. And Maino shouldn't have cut him. And you know what I'm saying? We went through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then them niggas went home. And it wasn't no more, Them niggas ran into each other in the street and they left that shit alone. I don't know how this shit went crazy on YouTube. Anyway, we all end up in Southport 9-4. If I'm not mistaken, we're all in C block. Yeah, we were all in C block. Maino and Bar, if I'm not mistaken, they was on the same gallery. Together. You know, it's the Cajuns, so, you know, it ain't like they together, but they used to talk from cell to cell. They go out in the yard, they talk from cage to cage. They had all the homies thinking that shit was squads. Ain't nobody think them niggas was gonna continue that beef. Niggas knew that damn, that you know, Zay cut Bar, Maino cut Bar. Like, he's you know what it is. Bar gonna answer a bell eventually. That's how some niggas felt. Then he had niggas thinking, nah, son, that shit is squash. On the strip of Mo-Dog, but Bar gonna leave that shit alone. Like, nobody expected that shit. 99, Maino ends up in falling Comstock, coming out of a box or some shit, ball already there.
Held up the mirror. I was like, oh shit. Look at my face. And the stitches was like, so I probably had like 50, 60, like 60 stitches. I was sitting in the barbershop in prison in Comstock, and I was sitting like, you know, like this, and I was getting my hair cut. And, you know, I had a problem with a dude prior, and I had cut him a couple of years before that. And out of, no, another in Cashapp, and I had cut him.
He put salute
a couple of years before that, and out of the fact that I felt like I was overconfident and felt like, you know what I'm saying, that we was, I don't know what in my mind made me think that we was good. I don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? I definitely was rocked to sleep, and I definitely more or less rocked myself to sleep, thinking that he don't want no get back off that. You understand? So, I was in a barbershop. He came in the barbershop. I was in the barbershop before I got there, but I just was like, I don't even give a fuck. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was in the barbershop, and just getting my hair cut and shit. I'll never forget, niggas was like trimming me up and shit like that. Boom. And I just felt something. I just was like, and I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it.
You hearing it directly from Maino's mouth, what happened, how it happened, and how easy it is to get rocked to sleep in that prison environment. You know, that quick he could have lost his life, because that's how easy it happens.
All right, y'all. Y'all see that, right? Y'all heard that, right, brothers?
Yeah.
You heard. So Maino cut this man first, right? Because him and this man had a beef. So Maino came out to self. Nigga was a boxer, and Maino Maino put hands on niggas before, but this nigga's a trained boxer, so it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get how you get it when you going against somebody like that as a trained fighter, bro, a skilled fighter. You gotta get how you get it. So you might have to slice a nigga. You might have to bust a nigga in the head with a lock in the sock. Because I know I hit a couple of OGs in the head with locks in the sock rep when I was in prison, just because of that same thing. I'm a little slim. I was tall and skinny before I put on weight in the joint. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't trust the outcome of this situation. This nigga's supposed to be the big dog of the whole block. This nigga, I'm gonna take the nigga name. Nigga's name was Big Wack from Plainfield, New Jersey. I had to smash him in the weight room, because I'm like, yo, I was young. I think I was like 19 or some shit like that. This nigga had me by probably 7, 8 years. But it wasn't that, but the nigga was already locked up in the county for 5 of them years. That's when they had weights in the county. So motherfucker, he was big as a house. I'm tall and skinny. I got something for this dude. Y'all beat the brakes with that nigga with a lock in the sock. After I filled the lock in the sock, I pounded him out, stomped him out, made my presence known. That nigga, I never had a problem with that nigga again. All that nigga said was peace to the God. Now, the fact that, I'm gonna tell you why that never happened with me, because by the time I see the nigga again, I already had 3 joints in. I'm 6'7", 305, and I'm Rocky, I'm cocky like Rocky at the time, you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't gonna try me no more. He was done. He like, nah, he must be this big young boy. He already did me dirty in the county. Man, he get his hands on something, he gonna do me even worse type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to worry about that. Maino, on the other hand, them niggas walking around with blades in their mouth all day, every day in New York prisons, bro. You don't see that shit in Jersey like that. That's real talk. But yo, so what y'all think of the situation, man? Let me know what y'all think of it, man. If I put the next joint on so y'all can check it out.
Well, from what Maino's saying, he just got caught slipping, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Anybody can catch a good one on a bad day, you know?
Boxer Bar beat him up with the hands at first. He came back and cut Boxer Bar with a knife. Then they squashed. That's the supposed to squash. First of all, man, once you squash that, I know with me, when I beef with niggas, I'm talking about it was bloodshed, niggas getting shot, niggas died in the beef and shit like that. Once something was squashed, we squashed it, bro. because that was bad for business. You know what I'm saying? Your word is your bond, regardless of whom or what. Once you give your word, it's not going back on your word, bro. So for a motherfucker to sneak up and rock you, see a sucker slash, you know what I'm saying? That's a little different than nigga. You be with a nigga, you nose on, and nigga come and give you that business with the blade, you know? That's how I feel about it. Peace to the guys. He got great grandson.
Hey, man, like you said, man, you ain't gonna be in the street and not get touched. Touch something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this happened. This happened
in the joint, though.
Well, it's the same thing. Street, joint, all the same shit.
All the same shit. But yo, now watch this shit now. This is Wack 100 punk ass, right? He bring up the whole situation with Maino and Boxing Bar. You don't even know Boxing Bar, nigga. He found a way to get in contact with Boxing Bar. Oh, hold on, here we go. What's this shit? Right here, y'all. He found a way to get in contact with Boxing Bar just to keep going at Maino. Nigga, why don't you go at Maino, sucker?
What up? Welcome to Black Savage. He got out of jail.
Live from Rikers. Ping up, share the room. We got Wack 100 in here. Boxing Bar. Chano. Live from Rikers, man. They don't even know. They don't even know, man. Motherfuckers get tapped on the shoulders and act like it's okay. If you ever get tapped on the shoulder.
That nigga Boxing Bar said, nigga, the day he got out of jail, he ran into Maino the next day after everything happened in prison. And Maino introduced him to his mans and showed him his new Jeep. That nigga's a bitch. He can't say nothing to nobody ever in life. Yeah. Every day that nigga look in the mirror, he got a reason to hate that man. Yeah, he called me today from Rikers Island.
Wow. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. I got it already queued up. All right, let's go. We're going to listen to classic content again.
Yo, Wack.
Johnny Button.
Yo, what up, fam?
All
right, long time. Hey, yo, what's good, Wack? What's good, man? It's a motherfucking ball. It's a pleasure. Man, I was trying to speak on this situation. But I didn't know the details. But, you know, man, it's good to talk to you, man. Talk to a real motherfucker. Yeah, likewise. I come from that era of New York where everybody would stand up, the culture was solid. These new niggas, a lot of niggas out here imposters, so they had a song or something. They got the popularity vote. You know, back in the day, the rappers was up under the gangsters, not the gangsters praising the rappers. So it's different, man. Like, what happened didn't happen. We played your clip of an interview you did. Yeah, I think that, but let me tell you something. You gotta look at his last interview where he said he never saw me. Man, that man saw me September 23rd, 2003. I came home on my first day. The man saw me. I stepped to him. I was with my people. He introduced me to his people. So for him to say that he never saw me. Wait. You telling me Maino saw you since the incident? Since the incident. Man, and he introduced you to his people? He introduced me to his man. They was in an Acura truck. We was on Graham and Broadway. He seen my people. He was shook because he thought my people was going to do something, but he knew one of my people. But they was like, yo, everything good. They know that. Listen, man, that dude, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen, you heard? And the dude China Mac don't got no, I don't even know that dude. He never been with me nowhere. That dude is a nobody. I ain't going to disrespect him. Because he ain't a disrespectful individual, but he don't got no rights to be speaking on nothing that he don't have nothing to do with. He was around at that time. He not even around. I heard him say that he was in the same spot with me and man. He don't know us. I don't know that dude. Oh, you don't know him. You don't know nothing about it. You ain't never did no time with him or nothing. None of that. Yeah, he thought he was the same thing in the Asian community, with the Asian community. That dude wasn't in the friendship with us, man. Y'all know how that go. Yeah, he wasn't in the friendship with us. How much time you got, man? I don't got nothing. I'm still sitting up. Oh, you fighting? I'm fighting. Yeah. I'm going on 10 years, man. My shit looking good too. Yeah, man. They was saying that he was forced to try to do the dope fiend shit with you because he had did some telling at the precinct, and you was exposing the fact that, you know, I guess your people let you know he had did some talking. Hey, nah, yo, we ain't on live or nothing, right? Nah, hell no. All right, cool. So listen,
grimy nigga.
Nah, that ain't even accurate, man. That's not accurate at all. How'd it go? But listen, we can vibe, man. But you know, I got bills to pay, man. So let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Listen, hey, as a street nigga, I'm gonna keep it real, cause I'm gonna be real. I don't pay motherfuckers for interviews, but any nigga that's up against it, cause I done been up against it, you know, that ain't the problem either. That's just GP shit on mine. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've been rocking. I just do that to do that anyway. You know, I got a few numbers. You know what I'm saying? So if you just something going on with you, that ain't nothing but a phone call. But you know, when we do this shit, we do this shit. Hey, listen, man. So that's really appreciated. So one hand wash the other, two wash the face. Yeah, that ain't no problem. Yeah, my family big over there too out there, man. I just don't really say too much about it. But you know, my people's out there where you at, heavy. Heavy in South Central, you heard? Well, you know, you got a reputation, man. You got a reputation. They think you got some hands, but they think you do everything, man. You a jack of all trades. Oh yeah, they know that. They know that.
All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Did y'all just hear this nigga ask Wack 100? It's not live. We not recording, are we? And what Wack 100 said?
Nope, we're not live.
We're not recording.
I don't know what that meant. You're not live, but I'm recording you later on.
Wack 100 lied to this man. This man said, "We not record. We not live." Wack 100 said, "No, we not." Yeah, this is classic. Hold on, let's keep going, y'all.
I put people to sleep with either hand. So what was your real beef? What was your real beef with this cat? Huh? What was your real beef with this nigga? Like, what was it?
Hold up. You try to hear Wack 100 try to say that Maino was a rat. That's why he cut Boxer Bar, because Boxer Bar said he was a rat. Well, Boxer Bar said, nah, that's far from the truth, man. What he said is Maino never ratted, nigga. So all you niggas run around and say Maino ratted on Boxer Bar. Boxer Bar already says nigga never ratted. He just said
exactly.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Suck ass, snitch ass, bitch ass niggas out there.
Let's go.
Let me tell you something. That nigga, I tell people this all the time. That nigga, he like picking on weak people, man. The nigga's a bully. I bully the bully. He should be my man, but I got that. I'm with that. We found out other shit about him. That everybody.
That nigga been watching me, yeah. That nigga been watching me.
He a backbiting nigga, you know what I'm saying, playing both sides of the fence. And he was backbiting on his man from his block, and his man exposed him. So he felt the need that he had to pull a stunt or something. You know what I mean? But when he did what he did, he almost beat him to death, knocked him out, almost beat him to death. You feel me? He got saved by the squad. And everybody knows the part too. You know, that story has been told millions of times.
Nigga, you just fucked me up. You telling me that you seen him on the street and he claiming he ain't never seen.
Listen, I came home September 22nd, 2003. I seen that man the next day, September 23rd, 2003, on Grand and Broadway in the jewelry store with me, both of my cousins. He came in there by himself. He didn't even see me. I approached him.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Did that nigga just lie again, bro? Did he just say that he's with his mans and he seen Maino outside in his Acura truck? Did he just say that earlier?
He definitely said that, but maybe he saw him. Maybe that was the beginning of it, and then when they went outside, they saw the truck. Because he just saying now they're in the jewelry store.
Yeah, we're gonna see right now.
You tap nigga on his shoulder?
tapped him on the shoulder. He turns around, I'm like, what's up? What we going through? Because it wasn't really about nothing. I'm up already, man. You know what I mean? So he started talking. He's like, we're going to leave that where it was at. But that shit was some bullshit. He took me out to his truck, introduced me to his man.
Okay.
And, you know. So for him to say that he never saw me again, like, that dude is bugged out, man. He's a great actor. He's a great pretender, you heard? Yeah. All the niggas is weird. They rap, bro. Yeah, they got to upload their little image. You know, I get it. But listen, man, we'd love to have you come to the platform and we can put it together. I'm going to give it to people that call me and, you know, put that thing together for you. That's all love. And whatever you need to, you know, voice your opinion, be heard. You know, I got one of the biggest platforms over there. You know, I'm fucking with the underdogs and the niggas that's doing it right. Yeah. I'm right, man. I'm with it, man. It's good talking to you, man, and I'm with it. Let's make it happen. Yeah, man. Keep your head up in there, bro. Keep your head up in there. Stay safe, man. Stay focused, man. I'm always do that, man. I'm always do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Wack just got that nigga. He ain't giving that nigga no money. He got what he wanted to hear. But he didn't get the whole truth, though, did he? Did he get the whole truth? Maino sliced that nigga first. He still didn't say that. So he could have squashed it if he wanted to because he sliced nigga first. He cut that nigga first. Type shit. Like he said, Wack can't be trusted. He talking about Hassan Campbell recorded him, but he recorded this man without this man knowing. Let's get to that.
Yeah, I know Boxing Bar personally.
Yeah.
We've been together at more than one spot up north. And he spoke about that situation. I don't remember the story because at the time they're behind me, meaning as far as generational, you know, coming through to Rikers Island and stuff, I was already upstate when they had their little thing. Maino had some co-defendants that I knew, but I never knew him. Him and I never bump heads.
So when you was up there,
they definitely both touched each other. I'm not sure who touched who first, but they definitely both cut each other on two different occasions.
All right, let me ask you a question. So why did he cut Maino back and he ain't go with the Puerto Rican cat that sliced his face first?
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
I'm gonna keep it like I'm gonna keep it $150. The reason he ain't go with the Puerto Rican cat because a lot of them niggas back then was scared of the Latin Kings. I don't know why, and they let the Latin Kings do what they fucking want to do and they didn't do nothing back. So that showed me he a sucker right there. Niggas pick they poison. So you call him Maino a bully, but it seems like you a bully too, nigga. Talking about I bully the bullies, man. You been watching my show too much, nigga. I know you been watching my shit.
It depends on what building he was in. And what I mean by that is on Rikers Island, they had the adolescent building, they had different adult buildings, and they were behind me, but not far behind me.
Yeah.
Meaning that I'm not sure when Bar was in the 4 building and adolescents or whatever, because that's C74. But he knew me and him knew some of the same people. So he might have actually came on Rikers Island before I left, but I never met him. And like I said, I knew some of Maino's co-defendants. So he might have been there as well, but I never met him. But I met Bar up north. And I'm saying all this to say is that when you say Latin Kings, they were not prevalent in the adolescence.
No, this is okay.
So you had to go to adults where the Puerto Ricans was really about something, you know, collective.
Because I know when I was an adolescent, yo, we ain't really we ain't clips like what crew you from, where you from. It doesn't matter if you're a Latin King, it doesn't matter if you're 5%, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim. Y'all from the same town. When you're adolescents, that's like y'all hung together.
Right.
Y'all town hung together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what you're saying on there. But in prison, it switched up. When I was an adult and it switched. I was with the gods, you know what I'm saying? And the Latin Kings were the Latin Kings. And the Nation of Islam was the Nation of Islam. The Sunni Muslims was the Sunni Muslims. It was things of that nature. But where I'm from, we still from the same hood. No matter if I'm with the guys or not. In prison, we still riding together because we grew up together. Nigga, I gotta go back home and be around these niggas.
Well, that's similar. That's similar to how adolescence was. A lot of us grouped up, like we went to the same houses. You know, I'm from the Bronx, so the Bronx and Harlem, Uptown, we all be together. The Brooklyn guys would be there, and then you know it'll just division up into the like neighborhoods, just like how you said.
Yeah. So I know. So even when I was in prison, I was with the guys and shit, but I also stop it, motherfucker. Sorry about that. I was with the guys and shit, but I also had my boys I grew up from my hood that I wouldn't let nobody do nothing to, regardless, because I'm still my bros. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if they got a problem with the guys, I squash it between the guys. I make it a one-on-one or something. I can shoot a fade or shoot a fair one. We call it a fair one back then. I can shoot a fair one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna get involved. Whoever win. And we squash it like that. So, like I said, so we more stood on our word. Like say, like when I told you I beat this nigga with a lock in his sock, this older head nigga, right? Try to press me. So when you see me in prison now, I'm 6'7", 320 now, 305, 315, whatever I was. He didn't want no more smoke. We had squashed that shit back in the county. So we got to prison. Our word is our bond, regardless of what. I'm not gonna do nothing to him, and he's not gonna do nothing to me.
Right.
That's how we're supposed to ride it. So I'm saying, now you squash the situation, y'all chilling for the next couple of years, y'all in the same place chilling, y'all cool. Y'all can switch to another institution, and then you see him in the chair, you in the same barbershop, he still think everything cool, and you walk up and cut him on the face in the barbershop, right? Check this shit out. Why didn't you do it in the other prison when y'all was there 2 years together? Because it was somebody that was higher than you and told you to leave that shit alone. So you rocked the nigga to sleep. Everybody thought everything was cool. And boom. Now you got him in another spot with nobody there to say nothing, and you did what you did. That's how I see it, man. I don't know. I see shit. I see shit as an honor system, bro. Honor code, bro. Once you give your word is your word. It's like 100.
Yeah, your word is your bond, man.
I hear you, and I understand what you're saying because I know that the situation with them, something happened in the barber chair. I do. Somebody got cut in the barber chair.
Yeah, Maino got cut in the barber chair. Yeah, Maino.
So, but here's one thing you have to really look into. Why? This is like 30-year-old stuff. This is not no stuff that just happened. Why is Wack 100 bringing it up? Wack 100 has something with Maino, right?
Yeah.
So he's bringing this dude, and like I said, I know Bob. Bringing him back something from 30 some odd years ago about a situation that Maino didn't tell on.
Yeah.
So it's a smear campaign, but how are you smearing him? Because anybody can get cut.
Exactly. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know Boss, so I'm not trying to downgrade him or nothing. But I'm saying, what is Wack's ultimatum?
I cut him first.
What's his end game? You understand?
Yeah. Wack, know what? Wack trying to take because Maino told Wack, I want that fair. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up when I see you type shit. So now what Wack is doing, Wack is trying to assassinate Maino's character by doing what he's doing now.
Oh, he spoke about how he got his scar. Oh, okay. So that's how Bar got
Here we go right here. Here we go. This is Maino right here.
That's just showing whack ass character, yo.
And it's stopping right in front of you. Right next to you, hearing you like, you know, your heartbeat and your stomach is a nice stomach. When you land in your cell in that box and you hear that mail car coming, it'd be like, right? It's rolling, right? And it's getting closer and closer, and it's stopping right in front of you. Right next to you, hearing you like, you know, your heartbeat and your stomach is a nice. Stomach is a nice. You don't want to look at the gate. You just want to hope that he just stop until that motherfucker go pick up speed. You're like, oh my God. another week with not one letter. Ooh, nothing like a good letter from home, baby, for real, especially like a girl. Your homie sending them pictures like you like, oh, you just sell like this. You be like, oh man. A letter, son, and like from your loved ones. We don't think about letters out here because it's like, it ain't about no letters. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I've grown out of it. I don't think about the letters and stuff like that. And I wasn't a hell of a writer all the time. I didn't like writing all the time, but I used to love to get letters though. If you know what I'm saying, like letters, it makes you feel love, it makes you feel good, especially like you got a letter like, yo, what up? It's good, man. I hope you holding your head in there, man. But yo, listen, man. You know what I mean? Like when they give you some dialogue and letting you know what's going on the hood, like my man JD.
Fair use, fair use.
Right? Shout out to JD. He got him a situation right now. When he used to write me letters, tell me about everything. Like, yeah, man, Fats and these niggas still on Monroe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bird got it like, yeah, Sino got that new care law and the Lex. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Gino doing this thing. Like he used to detail a letter with everything. I used to be like, yeah. There used to be some pictures inside, and I look at the pictures all day long. I put them away, boom, and I'll be talking for a little while. And I turn around, look at the pictures, put them down. They on the bed for a little while. Look at the pictures. See what I'm saying? Like for real, son. It's because you don't have nothing, and those are the smallest things that give you hope, and it makes you feel good. Jay, you see the funniest characters, man. Like you got the dudes, you got the hard rock niggas that they work so hard, like they're gonna fall. It's like a dance, like man, look at that nigga, what's up with that nigga right there? And soon you try that nigga, you be like, no, what happened, son? All that shit. Yo, jail crazy. I used to be standing in the yard, like, just giggling on mad niggas, like, look at this nigga here. Look at this dude. Look at his sneakers. Like, just having a sense of humor still. I still have my sense of humor in prison, man. Because I was young, and a lot of shit was funny to me, man. Man, my first board, they gave me 18 months. I thought they gave me 18 months more. They said I went through 5 years. They said, yo, he gonna take 18 months. Come back in 18 months. And I really thought in my mind that I was really going home in 18 months. I really thought that they was gonna let me go, my G, like for real, man. Like I went back to my next board. They gave me more than what they gave me the first time. They gave me 2 years on top of that. And I just, that shit crushed me, man. Like, you know what it is to have your hopes up high for your freedom, to feel like I'm finally going home. Like, to have your hopes to starting to get your stuff ready and, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm coming home. You know I'm coming, baby. Like, you know what that feel like? And then to get that pulled out of you is like, because mentally I had left jail, man. I didn't see myself past whatever month that thought I was going home. Like I thought I was going, let's say I was going, like it was like a September. I didn't see myself past September, October, like it was over for me. I didn't see myself still in jail. Impossible. So that was a mistake of mine, though. Not prepare myself for a what if. I didn't even allow that to, my nigga, you mean it? Listen, it didn't even pass my mind, son. It didn't even register to me. But what if them people still hold you, homie? Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Never. I'm going home. That was one of the worst feelings of my life, man. I felt like, And the first time I saw it is when I got to my cell, held up the mirror. I was like, oh shit. Look at my face. And the stitches was like, so I probably had like 50, 60 stitches. I was sitting in the barbershop in prison in Comstock, and I was sitting like, like this, and I was getting my hair cut. And, I had a problem with a dude prior, and I had cut him a couple of years before
that. Boo said he 50 facts. Everybody can tie that Jack back, boy.
No, another in Cashapp. And I had cut him, and a couple of years before that. And out of the fact that I felt like I was overconfident and felt like, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know what in my mind made me think that we was good. I don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? I definitely was rocked to sleep, and I definitely more or less rocked myself to sleep thinking that he don't want no get back off that. You understand? So, I was in a barbershop. He came in a barbershop. or I think he was in the barbershop before I got there, but I just was like, I don't even give a fuck. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was in the barbershop and just getting my hair cut and shit. I'll never forget, nigga was like trimming me up and shit like that. Boom. And I just felt something. I just was like, and I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it. Like I didn't.
There you go, Maino spoke.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Have you ever heard of hipoptical.com? Hipoptical.com makes.
Nah, the people don't believe you, Wack.
All right, y'all. I hear that shit, right? He said it. He said it, yo. He admitted it himself. Yo, he caught me slipping. Now I'm or Maino see him, or Maino see him, the person who cut him in the street. Everybody say Maino was like, oh, I didn't see him, or Maino say he didn't see him. And Maino probably didn't see him.
Let me make a profound statement.
Yeah.
If someone cuts you 30 years ago or 20 years ago, I don't know the exact time frame, as a kid or as a young adult, and then you see him, when does it end?
Yeah.
Does a cut go into death? Like, so it's easy for someone to say from the outside looking in,
yeah,
yo, you saw him on the street and you didn't do nothing. But what was Maino involved in at the time? Was he rapping already? Was he getting money? Like, you know?
No, it was walking Maino was just in the streets when that shit happened.
You know what I'm saying? When they ran into each other in the jewelry store, what was Maino involved in? Was he getting money?
Maino was rapping in.
Right. So why would he waste his time getting a get back over some jailhouse stuff that happened eons ago and risk the potential of what you got going on? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So it's easy for somebody from the outside looking in who doesn't have nothing to lose in that situation to say, well, he should have did this, he should have did this. Like, if you cut him, he cut you back.
Yo, no, but the whole premise of Wack bitch ass was saying was Maino got cut because he was ratting, and that wasn't the case. You know?
No, it wasn't the case.
So this nigga Wack is just a chatty patty hoe ass nigga. That's what it is. You know?
And then hold up. And then you got to think about too. This nigga also. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for.
You know, to me, Wack is the type of dude that'll sit up and glorify, you know, being locked down and all this and all that, and send these young cats out on you know, charged up with batteries and stuff like that. And get them caught up in the twist.
Snow Billy, man. Snow Billy.
What you said, bro? What you saying? Jonathan Kid, what you said, bro?
I said Wack is the type of cat that charge people with batteries in their back and send them and have them as send-offs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's that type of OG. You know what I'm saying? You know, he'll charge them up and, you know, be like, oh man, when I was in the joint, you know, I did yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, he might have been the nigga that was washing motherfucking drawers and shit.
Fact.
You know, just so he, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, I was with, you know, I was walking. Corny. You know, that's that corny bullshit. Excuse my language. But, you know, he irks me with that, man.
Hold on. Let's see what Maino got to say. He said Maino said something about it. This is what Maino said. Hold on.
You know, in response. But this dude don't hustle hard. Boxing brought the realest. Tremaine been fooling these non-rock comments or whatever. I don't know what the case may be. But it's something going on behind the scenes, clearly. I hear you niggas loud and clear, but I see you niggas is gonna have to prove everything you talking. Everything. I need to see pieces of paperwork, documents ASAP. No, I don't want to hear about what you heard or about what another N-word told you that he heard from someone else. Y'all said it, y'all repeated it, and now you must show and prove it. Now, though, Jermaine Coleman been in the free world for 17 years. Where is this piece of paper? Somebody, please, I'm asking. No, I'm begging you. Find it. F it, nigga. Buy it. Please, let's get it. But just know, all you niggas will be held accountable for your words and actions. So let your words match your actions, my niggas. Since you in words, it's so easy to be misled, you better prove it. And you got people in the comments, whatever, going in on what he said, as well as agreeing with him. Y'all get in the comments.
All right, y'all. Now I heard that, right? He told them niggas, show the paperwork. That's all you gotta do in a situation like that. Show and prove, niggas. That's what the guy said. We show and prove, niggas. Our word is our bond, regardless of what. We'll give our life before our words should fail. So show and prove. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I don't got no dog in this fight. But I hate to see a person like Wack 100 stir up so much drama in the East Coast, bro. That's what he's doing. He's stirring up drama on the East Coast because he can always run back to his little house in the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people not understanding that. And people can get themselves hurt. Like even that nigga Bullet Scotty. You're speaking on Maino. But bro, you're in Brooklyn where Maino's from too. Maino could catch you slipping, nigga. Just because everybody else don't catch you, nigga, you can get caught slipping. And he can do that something done to you, bro. That's what I'm saying. And Blue Boy, I'm gonna say something about Blue Boy. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm gonna keep it right. Blue Boy's a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck what he did in prison. I don't give a fuck. All y'all niggas say, oh, he did this, like, man, so what? Y'all happy because a punk ass blood ass Puerto Rican nigga did something to a black man in prison. I don't respect that shit, bro. We don't respect it because we all original, bro. Blue Boy don't consider himself black. He look like a cracker. Let's be real. He ain't one of the dark Puerto Ricans like we'll see, like my complexion, or like Johnny complexion, or like the Mac Mizzle Show complexion, or Jonathan Kidd complexion. He's a white cracker Puerto Rican. I don't believe he's Puerto Rican. Yo, y'all gas these niggas, y'all gaslighting all these fake ass niggas, man, making people think, oh, just because he killed Larry Davis, he killed this person in prison, that he's somebody. Anybody can get got, niggas. I could have offered a lot of niggas in prison, but I chose not to because I stand on principles and morals. Why am I keep killing my brothers? I was doing that shit on the street. Rest in peace, Larry Davis. Not literally killing them, but while I was selling them that crack rock, that heroin, you know what I'm saying? Shootouts. Any of them bulls could be a straight bullet hit an innocent bystander. You dig what I'm saying? So let's keep it real. Stop glorifying these punk ass, old ass, washed up gangbanging niggas. For real. I'm just keeping it real. If you ain't doing that positive for the community, then why the fuck do we care about what you did in the penal system on the streets, nigga? You ain't giving back. Part self, y'all. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can speak that piece, man. I just had to get that shit off my chest.
It's all good. You have a point. Like I was saying, when does it end? Like, if you do whatever you do in prison or on the streets, you know, in the street life, it comes to a point where all that stuff gets old. All that stuff gets old. I'm gonna give an example from my own life. I came home and I started doing straight and narrow, going to school, doing stuff.
Facts.
And I came around the projects where I used to sell drugs, and I seen a couple of guys that I knew. So I pulled up, started talking to them. And then there was a couple of other guys that pulled up that I did not know. So the guys that I knew introduced me to the guys that I didn't know. They heard of me. So they like intrigued because they heard of me and some of the things I did. So they're attentive. But I'm talking about going to school and doing the things that I was doing now.
Yeah.
And they're like, who's this? You know?
Yeah.
And dude was like spun, like, and it was like, because I wasn't talking about death and destruction and selling drugs and all this, that, and the third, it was like they didn't want to hear what I was speaking about.
Please,
And
Magnificent Mecca, please, Magnificent Mecca. Go ahead.
I grew, and
yeah,
and I moved on. But I told somebody about that because when they first pulled up and guys were saying, "Yo, this is force," blah blah blah, and they was like giving them some of the stuff about me from back in the days and stuff.
Yeah.
But when he was like hitting my bibliography to them, I felt embarrassed by the stuff they were saying which was true, the things that I used to do. So that's why I had to put my positive spin on it, like, yo, that ain't me no more.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to hear that. Like, so come on, like, brothers is moving on.
And like, I'm gonna even keep it real. Now we gonna go in a situation.
You know,
but
I want to say something to piggyback off of what he said. If you know, if it's not a problem.
Go ahead, man.
All right, you know, when I was out there in Cali and stuff, you know, and I did my little time, whatever, and I knew cats that was getting out this, that, and the third, and I used to tell them, man, you know what? It's easy to remember, you know, when you're in the camp now, you know, when you get released, they put you in the camp, you know, when you short timing and stuff. So I was like, you know, it's easy to remember the short timing. You know what I'm saying? When you short timing and you're in the camp and you got a little slack. But the thing is, what keeps your ass out is remembering all the hell you was in. You know, remember the hell you was in. Don't remember when you was short timing and this and that, and they had you over in the camp and all this, and you was slack. Remember the hell you was in. Remember the letters. Remember, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you in there with 60 or 70, cats and smelling farts and, people farting in their sleep, all that stuff. Remember all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just remember, we was out in the yard, we shooting hoop, getting our swole on and, making spreads and all this. No, man. That's remember the real shit. So your ass won't go back.
Right.
That's all I gotta say.
And I'm gonna say something too. Why go up to a nigga in a jewelry store and ask him, "Well, we beefing or nothing like that, nigga? If I don't say nothing to you, nigga, then everything's good. You don't have to talk to me, nigga. Especially if I don't like you, nigga. If we have a problem, don't say nothing to me, nigga, because I'm gonna feel some type of way, and you might bring me out my character and might have me do something right there, because he just came home. He don't ever know. Maino could have been strapped that day and gave him right in the jewelry store and said, "Fuck my career. This is nigga to cut my face." Let's be honest. He could have murdered that nigga in that jewelry store, bro. He could have took that nigga outside the truck. And when he introduced to his boy, he could have given his boy that wink, that nod, and move it away. Let his boy lace that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. So don't act like you chumped the nigga because the nigga was like, the nigga said, "Nah, man, so we good, bro. Don't worry about that shit. Nigga, my man, you know what I'm saying?" Because what the nigga is doing, the nigga is letting you know, like, yo, I'm bigger than that shit now, nigga.
Right.
You can walk around here, you'll be broke back in jail no time soon. I'm gonna be out here still getting money. And look what happened. He's still getting money out in these streets the legal way, and this nigga is broke back in jail begging for cash after Wack 100. You see the irony in that shit? There's some irony there. Do y'all see the irony in that shit?
See, but this is the thing.
Hold on. Peace to the guy, Paris Todd. Peace to the guy. I see you in the building, Lord. Peace.
It's not like he went chasing down Wack. Wack brought all this stuff up, which allowed him to have an opportunity to see if he can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So Wack is the one doing the smear campaign, in trying to get evidence to support the allegations that he's putting forth against Maino, and he's not even getting that. He's not even getting what he's seeking for because it doesn't exist.
Right?
Yeah.
What a goof.
Call this nigga a whole rat. And the nigga Boxer Bar said, nah. That's why I can't respect Blue Boy either, because Blue Boy put that rumor out there. Boxer Bar said.
And the nigga recorded the nigga. So he's a snake for that.
Right, without letting him know.
He said
he ain't gonna pay him for that recording. He ain't gonna pay him for that recording.
He said, what that nigga say? He's like, you ain't recording me, you don't got me alive or nothing, do you? He's like, nah, I ain't doing that. But yo, now I'm gonna let y'all hear another version of this story of this Maino Boxer Bar versus 4 May or whatever. Well, here we go.
Or Boxing Bar allegedly went on a murderous crime spree, ruthlessly killing 2 men and a woman over the course of a week. He is accused of brazenly shooting them in broad daylight. Pushing 50, the Brownsville man has been out here in the streets, and his name has came up in violent situations dating back to the 90s. Let's get right into the story. Like a lot of young guys from poverty-stricken neighborhoods, Barr was in the streets early. If you know, you know. He would be sentenced to 5 to 15 years behind bars in 1992 for assault, weapons possession and reckless endangerment. Eventually, he would go up north to serve time. Some years later, not sure if this is distinct, but I believe that while there, he would come across the Brooklyn rapper and lobby boy, Maino. They were imprisoned at Coxsackie at the time. Maino had been served with a 5 to 15 also, in connection to a kidnapping of a drug dealer when he was 16. The two, Maino and Barr, were on good accords at one point, but would get into an altercation over a shoving match. Allegedly, Maino would retrieve a razor from his cell and return to the dorm. The two would get into a fist fight, and as a guard was breaking up the fight, Maino would cut Boxing Barr. Somehow, he was able to cut him twice. There are 2 different accounts as to what happens next. Some say Maino was beat badly by Barr and others. Another account is that Barr was able to still get it on with Maino even after the officer intervened, and he got the best of Maino. Whether that's true or not, you had to be there. Besides, Maino is fighting a guy named Boxing Barr. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Maino would end up in the box for his actions. Anyway, sometime after this, they bump into each other in Southport, where the two would speak. They were in the box, so communicated as such, without things being volatile. They wouldn't bump into one another again until they get to Comstock Prison. Barr worked at the barber shop there, and Maino happened to come get a cut. Maino, under the impression that the beef had simmered since their non-violent encounter at Southport, he sits to get a cut by one of the barbers. Barr would catch Maino lacking. He took out his razor and cut Maino, giving him a deep gash, blew him, ripped him, whatever you want to call it. It was serious stuff. Afterwards, there was commotion, and that was that. Barr would be back on the streets a few years before Maino would see the light of day. The two would bump. If this is distinct, but I believe that while there, he would come across the Brooklyn rapper and lobby boy, Maino. They were imprisoned at Coxsackie at the time. Maino had been served with a 5 to 15 also, in connection to a kidnapping of a drug dealer when he was 16. The two, Maino and Barr, were on good accords at one point, but would get into an altercation over a shoving match. Allegedly, Maino would retrieve a razor from his cell and return to the dorm. The two would get into a fist fight, and as a guard was breaking up the fight, Maino would cut Boxing Barr. Somehow, he was able to cut him twice. There are 2 different accounts as to what happens next. Some say Maino was beat badly by Barr and others. Another account is that Barr was able to still get it on with Maino even after the officer intervened, and he got the best of Maino. Whether that's true or not, you had to be there. Besides, Maino is fighting a guy named Boxing Barr. It is what it is. Maino would end up in the box for his actions. Anyway, sometime after this, they bump into each other in Southport, where the two would speak. They were in the box, so communicated as such, without things being volatile. They wouldn't bump into one another again until they get to Comstock Prison. Barr worked at the barber shop there, and Maino happened to come get a cut. Maino, under the impression that the beef had simmered since their non-violent encounter at Southport, he sits to get a cut by one of the barbers. Barr would catch Maino lacking. He took out his razor and cut Maino, giving him a deep gash, blew him, ripped him, whatever you want to call it. It was serious stuff. Afterwards, there was commotion, and that was that. Barr would be back on the streets a few years before Maino would see the light of day. The two would bump into each other again way later down the line, but both sides differ as to the events of that situation. So around 2003, after being paroled, he was back on the street. It wasn't long before Barr's name would end up in some other business, but this time, it was a double murder involving the cousin of all-star basketball player, Stepan Marbury. After heated words were exchanged at a September 2004 birthday party in Coney Island, projects, allegedly, Barr and at least 3 other men took it outside. Among the men were Alan Lewis, 20, and Yusuf Makiti, 32, and a friend of Barr's. One story is that Makiti heard Lewis arguing with his mother. Police said it appeared that Makiti intervened and said, "Don't talk to your mother that way," which set Lewis off. Both men pulled weapons. But Marbury's cousin, Makiti, never got a chance to fire before he was killed by Lewis. Another man then picked up Makiti's gun and killed Lewis in the firefight, during which more than 30 bullets were fired. The third man, Barr, who was 31 at the time, was arrested for shooting Lewis. It was also written off by some as a gang-related dispute. As for Marbury, he had lost other cousins growing up in the Coney Island neighborhood. For one, Daryl Jenkins, then 22, was killed in 1991 in an unsolved drive-by shooting. And Omar Jenkins, 27, was gunned down in 1996.
All right, that's enough of that. Yo, so Cross, let me tell you what's going on right now, right? So, Wack 100 got contact with the nigga Boxing Bar, right? The one who cut Maino, right? But he failed to say how Maino sliced and diced him up a couple of times first. You know what I mean? So he was trying to make it seem like Maino was a punk because he seen Boxing Bar in Brooklyn after they got out of prison and didn't say nothing to him. I mean, didn't say nothing about the cut. Well, why would I say something to this broke ass nigga while I'm a rapper now with the bag? Why would I argue about that? Why would I even beef with him about something when I cut him first? Does that make sense to you? Cross.
No, you're right. I mean, like, I'm listening to you when you said it.
I cut you. I cut him first. As a matter of fact, I double cut him. You know what I'm saying? Because he beat Maino ass. When the guards grabbed him, Maino cut the nigga 2 times. Go boom. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
he cut the nigga first. So the nigga caught him slipping, caught him lacking in the barbershop.
But that's just part of the art of war. I mean, that, like I said, I mean, that comes with it. I mean, it's like what you signed up for. So that right there, I don't see nothing wrong with that as far as that. But you know what I'm saying? The whole, again, they both in jail. That shit gonna happen. Yeah. That's regular.
Yeah. But when they came out of jail, he approached Maino, and Maino was like, "Nah, man, we good, bro. I ain't worried about that shit." It shook hands, and Maino took him outside to meet his mans. Now,
right.
Maino's a rapper now. But think about it. Imagine if Maino was still on that dump shit. He could have rocked that nigga. Like, yeah, come on, man, with my mans. Next thing you know, hold on, I'll tell you what mans could have did. Maino could did this to his man. How did that rat nigga, old boy, what's his name? Troy Ave do? He went to his man, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maino could have went to his man when his man to their car, move out the way, and let his man light that nigga the fuck up for cutting him in the face. Now, we're gonna be honest, bruh. Is it not true, bruh? He could have lined that nigga up just like that, because he just rocked that nigga to sleep now.
Yeah, but the politics and the politics in jail is different when you get out versus the politics, you know what I'm saying, in jail as far as, so when you get out, all that shit you did in there, a lot of times, even when they think about it, even when they come to gangbanging, right? Yeah. When you go to jail, you Bloods and Crips on the free world. But when you go to jail, it depends on who's driving the car. Who's driving it, and you're gonna go with all black folks. You're not gonna separate your kind. You see what I'm saying? So, but when you get back out of jail, you go back to what it is. That's why I always thought that was the irony of it. How gangbangers, they gangbang, but then when they go to jail, they all the blacks, and then you got the nationalities stick together. Versus on the streets, they go against each other. I always thought that was weird.
I always thought it was weird too, bro. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second for myself. Bro, I always thought that shit was weird too, bro. And real talk. But you know what? When I was coming up, though, even when I was in prison, when I was coming up, yo, we didn't really go by the race shit like that. In my prisons, we went by where you from. And we didn't give you Puerto Rican, white, or black. It was a lot of racist gangs in Jersey like that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
that
the
was
race
tolerated.
shit comes in the penitentiary more than the jail.
Yeah.
You know?
No, even when I was in the penitentiary, it wasn't like racist gangs did. The people that was beefing was just beefing because pretty much even with the Latin Kings and the 5%ers beefing sometimes, it wasn't about the race. It was more about I'm gonna tell you, it was more about money, the blocks, where you from. All this is more about money. It's not about because you black and I'm Puerto Rican, or you black and I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? American, I'm black.
It's
American,
about what block got more money and what nigga was pussy on who block.
In that jail. Much white boys in that jail. That's what's it.
And even with a bunch of white boys, even when I was in the pen in the state of New Jersey, it was racist motherfuckers there, but we controlled our racist motherfuckers. They were scared of the blacks. They wasn't gonna talk that shit.
They were outnumbered, but places that the Aryans are running shit and all that, and then the Mexicans they be clicking up with them and shit.
Oh no, hold up, Boucher 850. No, he cut Barr in the face and the chest. He cut him twice. Barr got a face cut, but people don't see the color Barr face because Bar's so dark. And who else? You don't really see Barr like that, so you wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? Because he's a nobody nigga, really. He's somebody to them grimy Brooklyn niggas, but we all know Brooklyn niggas are grimy. No matter where you from, even Johnny Bunny tell you, no matter where you from, we all know all Brooklyn niggas are grimy. Brooklyn niggas are the North New Jersey niggas of New York. I lived in North New Jersey most of my life, but I'm telling you, the Brooklyn niggas are the North New Jersey niggas of New York. Them North New Jersey, it's a bunch of them that's real right, that's cool as hell, but it's a bunch of them niggas that's grimy and slimy. Even a North nigga tell you that. It depends on what part of North they at or where they from. Like we had this place called Dayton Street Projects. It was Dayton Street Projects in North and Seth Boyd in North. But really, it was on the borderline of Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? It was on the borderline. Like, I cross the street on Dayton Street Projects, I cross over and I'm in Elizabeth. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we shared a skating ring right in the middle of it all. We shared a skating ring. What was called Twin City Skating, right? Well, we'll go there, Elizabeth be there, and North could be there. And there'll be drama every fucking week. That's because we were so close to each other.
Yeah.
But once we fucked with the niggas from further down in North, they fucked with us, we fucked with them because a lot of us was related too. Because we gotta think about it, when your family came from down south, they came up Jersey. Some went to Elizabeth, some went to North, some went to South Jersey. But we all family, so we always congregate at somebody's house somewhere.
Right.
So that's how it was different. That's how it was in Jersey. That's how we met a lot of niggas in Jersey, because you always congregated all through Jersey. So we didn't really the beef we had was mainly the niggas in our hood, because niggas stepping on our toes. You know what I'm saying? But this Maino and his Boxer Bar situation, yo, Boxer Bar, yeah, you beat him up. He cut you after you beat him up, and then you cut him. What he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to lose his money by blaming you in Brooklyn in front of a jewelry store, nigga? Nah, nigga, it's all good. I'm gonna watch you die a slow death. Now look at you, Boxing Bar. You sitting behind bars again at over 50. Yo, you sitting behind bars again at over 50. And this nigga out still getting rich. Who lost, who won? Who lost and who won? Let's keep it funky. This is the guy talking. Who lost and who won, my nigga?
Right.
No, I want you to listen to this real quick. When you hear this shit, you can be mad as hell, but listen to this shit, though. I want you to hear this. This is your boy Wack 100. This is your boy Wack 100. Hold up. I want you to hear this shit, bro. Fair use. That's fair use.
Y'all know how that go.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Listen to this shit.
Title. You see what we got going on? We're gonna play this content. Ping up, share the room. We got Wack 100 in here. Boxing Bar. Chano. Live from Rikers, man. They don't even know. They don't even know, man. Motherfuckers get tapped on the shoulders and act like it's okay. If you ever get tapped on the shoulder,
that nigga Boxing Bar said, nigga, the day he got out of jail, he ran into Maino the next day after everything happened in prison. And Maino introduced him to his mans and showed him his new Jeep. That nigga's a bitch. He can't say nothing to nobody ever in life. Yeah. Every day that nigga look in the mirror, he got a reason to hate that man. Yeah, he called me today from Rikers Island.
let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. I got it already queued up. All right, let's go. We got this classic content again.
Yo, Wack. Yo, what up, family? All right, ball on the line. Hey, yo, what's good, Wack? What's good, man? It's a motherfucking ball. It's a pleasure. Man, I was trying to speak on this situation. But I didn't know the details. But, you know, man, it's good to talk to you, man. Talk to a real motherfucker. Yeah, likewise. I come from that era of New York where everybody was stand up, the culture was solid. These new niggas, a lot of niggas out here imposters, so they had a song or something. They got the popularity vote. You know, back in the day, the rappers was up under the gangsters, not the gangsters praising the rappers. So it's different, man. Like, what happened didn't happen. We played your clip of an interview you did. Yeah, I think that, but let me tell you something. You gotta look at a Vlad interview where he said he never saw me. Man, that man saw me September 23rd, 2003. I came home on my first day. The man saw me. I stepped to him. I was with my people. He introduced me to his people. So for him to say that he never saw me. Wait. You telling me Maino saw you since the incident on the street? Since the incident. Man, we saw and he introduced you to his people? He introduced me to his man. They was in an Acura truck. We was on Graham and Broadway. He seen my people. He was shook. Because he thought my people was going to do something, but he knew one of my peoples. But they was like, yo, everything good. They know that. Listen, man, that dude, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen, you heard? And the dude China Mac don't got no, I don't even know that dude. He never been with me nowhere. That dude is a nobody. I ain't going to disrespect him. Because he ain't a disrespectful individual. But he don't got no rights to be speaking on nothing that he don't have nothing to do with. He was around at that time. He not even I heard him say that he was in the same spot with me and man. He don't know us. I don't know that dude. Oh, you don't know him. You don't know nothing about it. You ain't never get no time with him or nothing. None of that. Yeah. He thought he was the same thing in the Asian community. With the Asian community. That dude wasn't in the same with us, man. Y'all know how that go. Yeah, he wasn't in with us. How much time you got, man? I don't got nothing. I'm still sitting up. Oh, you fighting? Y'all fighting? Yeah. I'm going on 2 years, man. My shit looking good too. They was saying that he was forced to try to do the dope fiend shit with you because he had did some telling at the precinct, and you was exposing the fact that, you know, I guess your people let you know he had did some talking. Hey, nah, yo, we ain't on live or nothing, right? Nah, hell no. Alright, cool. So, listen,
that ain't dirty as hell.
That ain't even accurate, man. That's not accurate at all. How'd it go? But listen, we can vibe, man, but you know, I got bills to pay, man. So let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Listen, hey, as a street nigga, I'm gonna keep it real, cause I'm gonna be real. I don't pay motherfuckers for interviews, but any nigga that's up against it, cause I done been up against it, you know, that ain't the problem either. That's just GP shit on mine. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've been rocking. I just do that anyway. So, you know, I got a few numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, if you just something going on with you, that ain't nothing but a.
All right, check this out, bro. Check this out. We're gonna keep it funky right now. We ain't live on that like that. We ain't live on that like that, right?
Yeah, but you see what Wack did? You got to remember that's a chess movie with genius. He said, man said, my family, see this where niggas go wrong. He said, my family got to eat. You know, we can set it up. He said, and Wack came back and said, I'm a real street nigga. I don't pay niggas, but if you need anything, I'll take care of it. Meaning as in he finna put the nigga on his team. This nigga that's genius. He was like, don't worry about I do that. He said, I do that anyway. So to certify to let him know, nigga, I'm a real nigga. I do that. I'm gonna look out for you anyway. I'm not gonna pay you to talk, but if you need anything after that, I got you.
So you give him an incentive. That's an incentive.
Check this shit out. And Wack 100 trying to say that Bar, that Maino was a rat, right? What Bar said? Nah.
Not accurate.
Not accurate. You trying to call it a rat, trying to assassinate this nigga Carrie, and the nigga that he's beefing with ain't even call him a rat.
But
I don't like the fact that go ahead, Cross.
No, I was gonna say is what I don't like is the fact that he told him we wasn't on live, right? So what happens is, what if your man mess around and get on there and start talking about, yeah, Maino, you a rat? Well, man, you just said he wasn't one. That's why he asked, was he on live? Was he trying to use that as to push it? Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that we on live?
He's stupid. He's stupid. So now if you give the nigga money and this shit end up getting leaked or something like that, it's all on tape. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy what waters Wack is swimming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Good job.
Johnny. Go ahead, Johnny. You heard that shit. No, we ain't on live.
Yeah, I hear it.
We ain't on live, but I'm gonna give you some money for your case.
It's a sad thing because the fact of introducing currency makes for a person to do what you want them to do, but he still didn't do that. He didn't say do toe, so he didn't fall into that
trap.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't fall into that trap, but it's still sad that, like, yo, why you trying to? If the dude said it's not accurate, and then he went into it because it basically, you didn't let it play again. But from what I heard earlier, it was basically some backbiting stuff, not snitching. You know, just talking about it.
Right.
For the phone call. But you know, when we do this shit, we do this shit. Hey, listen, man, so that's greatly appreciated. So one hand wash the other, two wash the face. Yeah, that ain't no problem. Yeah. My family big over there too out there, man. I just don't really say too much about it. But you know, my people's out there where you at. Heavy. Heavy in South Central, you heard?
About to go on flu.
Well, you know, you got a reputation, man. You got a reputation. They think you got some hands, but they think you do everything, man. You're a jack of all trades. Oh yeah, they know that. They know that.
Yeah, I don't like that conversation. That doesn't sound right.
Tell him everything to Wack.
Call it that real fast, boy. I didn't like that. I did not like that shit. He said, y'all, you known for having hands. He said, but I also heard you're a jack of all trades. And he said, yeah, I am. Bro, you ain't even, I don't know what you talking about, bro. What do you mean? What does that mean? I'm not the jack. I got hands. That's it. You going into some other stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about with hands. I ain't like that. Damn, I don't like that.
He just put shoes on. He just meant to be a shooter. That's what he did.
That's what he said. He said, I heard you was the jack. Also heard you was jack all trade. Yeah, I am that. Bro, don't say that. You laying up. Don't say that.
See, but here's the thing. He don't know he's being recorded. Even though he didn't say, I shot 80 people.
Exactly,
this
Johnny.
Stuff can be used against him, even though he didn't explicitly say he'd do anything. But you're a jack of all trades. It says you're a jack of all trades. So you're playing him into talking about some extra stuff. You're sitting for a couple of homicides, and this dude is trying to solicit you into saying more than being a boxer. Like, come on. But he that is something that was dealing with some he say stuff. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
Salute, Mark. Yeah, man, that shit messed me up when I heard that. He said, yeah, I heard you got you. They say you known from the man. He said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then he messed up and he said, because he don't know he on live. He said, I got a lot of my peoples out that way. People don't know. I don't
You think
tell
he's talking to
nobody.
real G's? He's talking to Clubhouse.
Oh, man, so you done told everybody your people's over there. Then you done turn around and say you the jack of all trades. None of that sounds right.
Nope.
I'm gonna say for the record on the live, I don't believe him. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I don't believe none he's saying. Yeah, you can keep playing. I think the nigga lying. That nigga ain't no jack or nothing. That nigga is trying to get out. Yeah, that's all I know. That nigga ain't jack of shit. That nigga's in there. Damn. Man, I'm saying for the record for me, that nigga ain't do none of that what he talking about.
He like picking on weak people, man. The nigga's a bully. I bully the bully. He used to be my man, but I got that.
That nigga been watching my shit, yo.
We found out other shit about him that everybody know now. We found out other shit about him. He a backbiting nigga, you know what I'm saying, playing both sides of the fence. And he was backbiting on his man from his block, and his man exposed him. So he felt the need that he had to pull a stunt or something. You know what I mean? But when he did what he did, he almost beat him to death, knocked him out, almost beat him to death. You know what I mean? He got saved by the squad. And everybody know the part too. That story has been told millions of times.
Nigga, you just fucked me up. You telling me that you seen him on the street and he claiming he ain't never seen.
Listen, I came home September 22nd, 2003. I seen that man the next day, September 23rd, 2003, on Grand and Broadway in the jewelry store with me, both of my cousins. He came there by himself. He didn't even see me. I approached him.
Oh, wow. You tapped the nigga on his shoulder?
Tapped him on the shoulder. He turned around, I'm like, what's up? What we going to do? Because he wasn't really about nothing. I'm not going to bet, man. You know what I mean? So he started talking. He's like, we're going to leave that where it was at. But that shit was some bullshit. He took me out to his truck, introduced me to his man, and you know. So for him to say that he never saw me again, like, that dude is bugged out, man. He's a great actor. He's a great pretender, you heard?
Yeah. All the niggas is weird. They rappers, bro. Yeah, they got to upload their little image. I get it. But listen, man, we'd love to have you come to the platform and we can put it together. I'm going to give it to people that call me and, put that thing together for you. That's all love. And whatever you need to, voice your opinion, be heard. I got one of the biggest platforms over there. I'm fucking with the underdogs and the niggas that's doing it right. Yeah. I'm right, man. I'm with it, man. It's good talking to you, man, and I'm with it. Let's make it happen. Yeah,
Yo, did y'all hear how Wack was sucking his dick like, oh, yo, the man, boxing bar. Yo, you the truth.
Yeah, but that's it. That's like if you was going to introduce somebody in the interview, you're gonna big them up. You're gonna do all the you pumping him up so he can do it. Just like when he was sitting there talking at the end when he was saying, yeah. And why would you give this man an accurate, detailed account of where you saw him and that's him? Why? Like what? I don't know, man. I think he just been in there in the box for too long, for 3 years, and he just want to tell it. But bro, you can't tell everything when you ain't there. Like you like think about it. He can't now. If Wack don't call him, or he don't call Wack and Wack answer the call, he'll never be able to talk to him. So if he just took that little bit and ran with that and put this man info out like that, what that tells is, what if Wack don't get back with him? How's there's a guarantee?
Peace to the gods and earth. If this guy does anything with Wack after this,
peace to my brother John.
Peace to the kings and queens of the planet. You already know, man. Salute, John. You already know.
Salute to my brethren.
There is no guarantee, man.
If Boxing Bar does another thing with Wack after this, after knowing he's been recorded, that's some weird shit, man. Straight up.
Boy, I see some little things. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He's not giving Boxing Bar no motherfucking money. Wack 100 got what he wanted to get, but he still didn't get enough because Boxing Bar said the nigga didn't rap. He said a nigga backbite, what most niggas in the joint backbite.
An agitator.
But what
Hold
he
up,
said was
fellas.
Maino was an actor and all that, so Wack's gonna run with that and be like, oh, you see, blah 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 blah
But
blah.
you can't. But what happens is it kind of discredit Wack as saying the nigga was weak because the nigga wasn't weak. It wasn't like he sat in the corner when he was locked up and didn't say nothing. He was a shit talker. He talked shit, and then he got in a fight. He cut a nigga. He got jumped. That's just what it is. Like I don't understand. Like they taking this as a big ass thing. It ain't like to me. It ain't like Maino is Jay-Z or somebody. Like I mean, he's just on a podcast like any other nigga. That's what just blows my like. What is
If
the
anything, it's
significance of
giving
him?
Maino more exposure. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
like
anything,
what is it about him? Because everything is done. Tax, you know what I'm saying? Free taxes, he down. Then you got one person that's gone. Your boy is out doing rap songs and blogs and diss songs. Like, so what is the main purpose? Because that nigga, we don't know when that nigga gonna get out. So that's why I said Wack knew what he was doing. He don't know when that nigga gonna get out, man. That nigga been sitting there for 3 years and ain't even got charged yet. Like, come on, man. This nigga ain't. We don't even know when this nigga gonna get out unless he come work for Wack. Now Wack can probably guarantee he'll get out. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Yo, I'm just saying, bro. I'm keeping it a bean. I'm keeping it all the way tall.
Wack, you said
I
Wack,
got
Wack,
family
Wack,
out there.
Yeah, Wack can get him out. Now, if he need to really get out, Wack can get him out.
Wack can pull them strings.
Yeah, Wack can get him out, yo.
Hey, yo, John. Where'd John go? He must have fell off. He must have fell off again.
Yeah.
John better get my iPhone and stop playing with them cheap ass Androids.
Listen, the bottom line is the guy tried to expose Maino for being a snitch. He tried to provide Barr as support of those allegations. Barr denied it and said that the situation of their beef occurred because Maino was doing some behind the back talking. This is just some nonsense about stuff, and it came back to him. So he had to, I guess Barr was a part of it. Like, you know, he must have told Barr something that, and so he come back to cut Barr because he revealed information. This is all, no, police has nothing to do with this. This is just
inside.
Jail. Right. So
prison politics.
Yeah. So that happens. That happens. Everybody don't get cut for it, but that happens. And that's it. He didn't say anything about when he cut him that he told. He didn't say none of that. So,
but hey, John, you know what I think is funny that Bach said when he started talking to him. This is why I think we don't really understand or take the depth of understanding. Right? He said something that I just thought it was fun. He asked him, "Was we live?" Now I get what he mean live, but nigga, you being recorded by the jail. You already live.
No, but
maybe I look at some. Maybe I'm black and slow, my nigga. That just don't even think. Are you live? Well, you're being recorded.
He didn't care about the jail. The jail is not going to put it on YouTube. He was caring about
that is true. That is true. It's fact.
His motive was to try to get some money from this dude to talk to him. And if you're already recording it, then he don't have to pay you nothing.
Facts.
Like, yo, and that's why that he didn't give him everything, but he gave him enough where, just like King said, he may not give him nothing now. You may be like, yo, I got this enough. I could run with this. He could splice it up, dice it up, change it up, and make different situations with it and don't pay him nothing. And then next week he'll have something else to talk about. So he won't even be thinking about Maino or Barr or nobody else.
Facts. You're 100% right, bro. That's why I fucked with you, Johnny. But now, what we're gonna talk, now let's see about, now I want y'all to listen to this Wack 100 story real quick. And tell me what y'all think about this, what y'all believe about this shit right here. Hold up. Let me fix this shit. Hold up. All right, my boy Cross back in the building. He lost from it. All right, Cross, you back in. Now check this out, Cross. I want you to hear this. I want you to see this, Cross, real quick.
All right.
Check this out. Now, why would you believe a nigga like this? Here we go, right here, y'all. Here we go. Check this out.
Say it ain't so. Oh man, so Wack 100 gets questioned about where he did his time and at the age he did his time, man. We got somebody on Clubhouse saying it sounds false. This guy doesn't believe that Wack 100 was a minor walking the main line. He says that sounds illegal, and Wack 100 goes into full detail about how he did that time and why he had to do that time. So I ain't gonna speak for them, man. Y'all know how we do it over here. It's always watching TV. We're going to let the audio play. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Pull up in the comment sections. Let me know what y'all think about this. And we're going to pull up at the end of the video and have a discussion, man. It's always watching TV.
Hey, listen to this
Let's get
shit.
into the
Tell me y'all
content.
believe anything this
Yo,
nigga say.
Aziz, whatever your name is, you got a problem with my struggles and my life story?
I ain't got a problem with it. It just sounds false.
Okay, well, tell me what sounds false.
You were juvenile going to an adult facility, and they don't take no precautions on your safety. So putting you in PC or something would be more believable.
Okay, well, this is how this works. This is how this works. This is how this works for those guys like you that ain't never did no time. When you're a juvenile, unfit, tried as an adult, and sent to a facility because you know what youth authority is? I'm just wondering. I'm not gonna act like you know what these things are because maybe you're not, you wasn't doing time. Do you know what California Youth Authority is?
I mean, it's a youth authority in California. But go ahead.
No. Do you know what it is? I just want to educate you. I ain't trying to.
I mean, not exactly.
You
You don't have that over here.
Okay, this is youth authority. Let me explain what youth authority is. Youth authority is the state version, right, for a minor. Meaning, when we're dealing with these, with the county and we're dealing with the regular institutions, right? Then we go to juvenile hall, we go to juvenile camps. When we go to these places and we serve our little time, which usually have a max of 12 months, right? When we're released, we're on probation. You follow me? You follow me so far?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, when you graduate, and when I say graduate, that means that you continue to commit other crimes once you have went to juvenile hall and got out and been sentenced to camp. And then they have a thing called tracks. Tracks 1 through 4. Track 1 being the minimum time, 4 being you're doing 9 months to a year. And you go in and out of juvenile hall and juvenile camps several times. There comes a point to when you get back in front of that juvenile judge, they send you to what we call California Youth Authority. Now, the difference here is, just like the penitentiary, now you are on parole. Now you have to go in front of a board. Now you're subject to the same conditions and environments as a men's state prison facility, from the clothes to the setting to everything, to how everything works. You follow me? You follow me?
Yeah, you still a juvenile.
Oh, exactly. I'm a juvenile. So what you're hearing is between the ages of 12 and 16, I done ran through 2-3 camps, motherfucking juvenile hall 2-3 times, YA, Fred C. Nellis, one of the hardest motherfucking youth authorities it is, been out on motherfucking state parole and back. This is why when I put the photos up of me being a minor in juvenile hall, y'all looking at me like I'm a grown man because I was really living that life. So what happens is
Pause that.
The fitness hearing is when they send you back to California Youth.
See, that's not what he said at first. You can't say that. You can't use youth authority because guess what? How did he say his storyline is he went to all these prisons all over the U.S.? That don't make sense.
That's
Youth authority is not California Youth Authority. That's in the state of California. How you end up in another state?
This nigga went to a group.
I got something I want to add on. I want to add on right quick. All right, now he up here talking about CYA and all that. Okay, my thing is, it's possible that he could. Now, see, if he would have said that, all right, he did juvenile time, but then they transferred him over
Yes.
to a regular county prison, then that would have been believable.
When he's 18, they don't transfer you till you 18.
Exactly.
You're not going.
Exactly. But he's saying he was in there from 12 to 6 years old. So
No, he said he was in there from 12. He said he got out of prison when he was 21 years old.
Okay. So if anything, I'm gonna tell you, if anything, they probably still had him in a juvenile camp. That's if anything.
They had this nigga in a boot camp.
He was still in like a juvenile camp or something like that.
And
right, because he said
18,
and he was in county. He wasn't.
Well, remember now.
County.
Remember, he said that's different. Now he was on to something. I thought the storyline was when he says it's different when you keep getting in trouble and they try you as an adult, but they didn't try. He just threw that out there as a caveat. But they didn't try you as adult. You went to a youth authority facility in and out. And I went to this one of the worstest youth authorities. It's not the prison. It's not y'all keep thinking when I tell these stories that I was a grown man. What are you talking about? What you saying?
He wasn't grown in the joint. You know, that's what I'm saying. He's talking like, yeah, I ain't been, you know, I ain't been to Pelican Bay and I ain't been to such and such a whoopty wop and I ain't been to Donovan and I ain't been to whoopty whoop and man, he was probably in a trustee.
That's where he was in Sing Sing for like.
Right. See, and that's why when people be pulling this card and when they be pulling this card and telling him, bro, you ain't never got locked, then he always referred back to being locked up. But he don't never say, but if somebody ask him what prison, but I thought that nigga said he was over in Texas prison with that gun.
He got locked up. Hold on. Well, listen, hold on. Listen, he got locked up in Texas, right? For a gun charge, him and his brother when he was adults. This when he was driving trucks, yo. And him and his brother got caught with guns in Texas. If miraculously, him and his brother both didn't do no time for them guns in Texas. And he's supposed to be a convicted felon. Nigga, you was convicted as a minor, nigga. You got out.
Yeah, you was get right. That's how he was able to get off. He was charged as a minor. He wasn't that. No, he didn't have an F on his report card when he did that.
He wasn't 18 yet.
Man, this dude is wild. Now all of a sudden,
the only way they waive you up from 16 to 18 is if you murder somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you're a racketeering case, they still wait till you 18 to charge you with the shit. They don't charge you.
It has to be egregious or heinous crime in order to be even looked at as a nigga. You ain't even one. If you was going in and out of the youth authority, you talk about how you used to line niggas up and you was out there active. You couldn't have been active because you don't even got that on your thing as far as that. You ain't no monster Cody's and all them. You try to play these roles, bro. This shit crazy. This dude said, and when I tell the stories, y'all think I'm talking as an adult. Well, what else are we supposed to think?
Exactly.
Last time I was locked up.
This nigga's always leaving out.
Last time I was locked up when I was in Cali, right?
He's in prison.
This had to been around 2000. Let's say about 2010, 2008, something like that. And they was just building juvenile prisons out there. But see, I was in the county. And see, they was building juvenile prisons. So one cat that was locked up with me, they was giving him juvenile life. So he was getting, as soon as they finished building that prison, he was getting transferred over there to do his juvenile life.
Right. And then once he do that, get transferred. If he completed, maybe he'll get if he do what he's supposed to do, that's juvenile life until he's 18. Then when he get out, now if you keep going, you're gonna be tried as an adult.
Exactly.
Like you, yeah.
So
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. What he's talking about is like, you know. And I say, if anything, if he probably looked at any hard time, it was probably just county. He probably did Like, all right,
That nigga did
a
do
county year,
one
a
day
county
in
year,
big man jail.
a county
He didn't do
year
one
is
day.
like is a county year is like what, 6 months?
No, it's not county year. It's
Depends on
9
where
months. It's
you're at.
9 months. 9 months.
It
All
depends
right,
on where
Jersey's
you're at.
9 months.
It's
they
different.
changed it
It's
because
different. Depending on where you're at is different. Some
well,
places.
when I was in Cali, a county year was 6 months.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. And so he could have probably been in like the they probably transferred him to the big boy jail and he thought it was prison. But nah.
That nigga did 18 months in a boot camp, dog. He needs to stop it. Fucking clown.
Because I was locked because when I was
he's
coming
always
in,
leaving
I
some
was
shit up.
I was locked up with Bullet Loco, aka J.O. Felony. And he was going over to the trustee side when I was coming in.
Right.
Okay.
So, you know, it's funny how cats, you know, if you was in a camp, just say you was in a camp, man. Just say you was in a camp. You ain't gotta put 30 on it, man.
Right.
Yo,
Hold
I'm
on,
about to
boy.
show you.
Hey, boy, keep playing it. We ain't finished yet. I just gotta hear the rest of that.
Oh, you want me,
Yeah, I gotta hear it. I want to
hear.
hear what this dude say, because dude was on point. That shit crazy. He said, when y'all say that, y'all be thinking I'm talking about as an adult. I'm like, nigga,
I
there's a lot of niggas that got locked.
Hold up, I lost it. Y'all about to show you something else, so I lost it, bro. Hold up, let me find that out.
He
Oh,
said
damn.
the picture makes him look like he was an adult.
That shit crazy. I was in and out. They kept going. You don't understand. I was in and out. I did this when I did one of the worst youth authorities. Man, there's a lot of niggas that got juvenile jail. Shit, man, I did the same thing. Everybody, if you was out there running around being a badass, that's what happened. I don't understand.
You could skip school and go to juvenile authority.
Yeah, for real.
No, come on now.
Hold on. I'm right now. That it? Oh, yeah. Oh, is it right here?
Rock trying to explain this shit to the.
Here we go, y'all.
See the way I look, it look like I'm.
Luke, I snuck out here on y'all, huh? Last night we had a great time, but tonight I snuck out here on y'all. Y'all see the title, right? Y'all see the title. I snuck out here on y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to it. We ain't gonna play with it. I'm gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? I said it yesterday. I was gonna address some things, and I'm gonna address them right now. Y'all see what's going on YouTube? The boy Maino got the internet buzzing. He beefing with the ops, and the shit is crazy. The shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know what that shit is like. I went through that shit a few months back. Everybody got their name in your mouth and their mouth trying to capitalize off the moment. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this right about Maino. In no way, shape, form, or fashion do the homie need anybody to come to his motherfucking aid. Let's get that straight. He don't need nobody to come to his motherfucking aid. So that's not what Big Fruit does. I ain't coming to a motherfucking aid. He don't need a motherfucker to come to his aid. If anything, Maino need a motherfucker to whisper in his ear and tell him to calm down some motherfucking times. And remember, he got a bag to get to. But it's coming to his fucking aid. Nah, he don't need that. So it's a lot of shit going on right now with my boy. You know what I'm saying? He beefing with a nigga. You know what I mean? The shit's crazy. But I'm gonna address the shit they you know, I like to speak on shit I know.
Yeah, who is it?
Shit I was there for.
That's
Shit I don't know
Rocco,
about,
man,
shit I
Rocco
wasn't
Bar.
there for, or shit I don't care about. I don't talk about it. That's
He
why
rocked
I'm not
out with
in
them.
all these
He's friends with both of them.
business.
Okay.
Ball players' business. Rappers' business. Actresses and models' business. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't know about none of that shit because I don't follow that shit. But this Maino and Bar shit, they bring it back up. Being that Maino the hot ticket right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of old feeds pop up. Bar versus Maino. Bar this. Yo, listen, man. I'm going to set the record straight with this shit because not only was I there, I know. Y'all know Maino's my boy. Y'all know that. That's my bro. Y'all know that. But Bar also know that. You know why? Because Bar's my guy. Me and Bar did time together as adolescents. Me and Bar did time together as men in prison, in Attica by the war. Me and Bar done exchange jury. Yeah. So if he listening, he know Big Fruit speaking facts. Ain't no cap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get to this, right? Everybody, yo, Bar, y'all screaming that shit, man. Leave that shit alone, man. That shit's old news. And not only is it old news, y'all ain't even got y'all facts right. You know what I'm saying? All these fake journalists, Maino haters, and all that corny shit. Yo, y'all gotta forgive me. I need glasses. You know what I'm saying? Gary G was popping. Al Pizzle was popping. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been touched before, then you haven't been outside. Absolutely. Took L's and much W's. No question. Yo, Angel Dickinson was popping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to it, right? And I'm still drinking from last night. I had a ball, man. I'm gonna finish this shit off. It's Easter weekend, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting to this shit from my boys, Maino and Bar. I'm gonna set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps screaming, Bar did this, Bar did that. Y'all keep forgetting, man. Maino cut Bar first. He ain't give a fuck about all that boxing shit. None of that. Whatever they had a fallout about, Maino came out his motherfucking shell and did what he had to do. Bar responded, do what he do, put the nigga on his back pocket. Yeah, he knocked the nigga down. He knocked the nigga out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put Maino on his back pocket, and that was the end of that shit. You talking 5-6 years later, he got the nigga back. He got him back. A lot of niggas ain't like how he got him in a barber chair. Come on, Bar. But he got the nigga back. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this, right? Sean Holmes was popping. Two platform dude, red apple hat. Yo, Kenneth, it's Easter. You got your little sweatsuit on deck. Yeah, I got the Sergio Tacchini shit. I was checking it out the other day, man. You know what I'm saying? I might want to wear one on a cruise next month. Or not next month, in the motherfucking few weeks. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, yo, Bar. Yo, listen, man. The homie Zay, yeah, everybody, listen, man. I'm giving y'all history, background history. Mar 9, the homie Jose, Crown Heights, one of the finest. Yeah, y'all remember Jose down there, Mar 9. He blew flames out Bar over that phone. He cut Bar too. Don't get it fucked up like Bar took his L's. Y'all bigging Bar, praising Bar like because he did something to Maino. Remember, Maino cut that nigga first. But Jose blew Bar before Maino. You understand what I'm saying? And I kid you not, me and Zay was in Attica. No. When I was in Attica when Maino got touched. Rest in peace. Stillo, little Stillo over in Iraq. He called me out the window, B block. Yo, the homie got touched in Comstock. Okay, that's 9-9. Me and Bar was in Attica, B block, 02 summer. 03, 02 summer. Yeah, 02 summer. Because 03 summer I went to Sing Sing. 02 summer, me and Bar was together in Attica. Change jury, all that shit. We used to have conversations about that shit with him and Maino. You know what I'm saying? He used to give me his side about why it happened and why he did it the way he did it. And Maino shouldn't have cut him. And you know what I'm saying? We went through all that shit.
That's y'all to kid facts.
We went through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then them niggas went home. And it wasn't no more, Them niggas ran into each other in the street and they left that shit alone. I don't know how this shit went crazy on YouTube. And the homies looking at Ball crazy because Ball played a part in that shit too. Doing interviews and all that stupid shit. And then, Ball, you the homie. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to be reading them stupid ass comments about you on the phone, shitting on Maino, and then busting a rap, busting a freestyle after you dissed the nigga. Niggas is talking crazy about you rapping at the end of the motherfucking video. I don't like that shit. I don't want to see that shit for Ball. I don't want to see that shit for Maino.
Hold on. One second, bro.
Y'all niggas believe everything these.
Don't check that shit, bro. He just shot that nigga on the DM. Did he? What's that shot? He like, nigga, talk about you busting raps at the end of the Yo, that was a shot. Like, you my homie.
I don't want to hear your raps, but
hold on. There you go.
These fucking YouTube niggas say. Everything these niggas say. Like I said, me and Ball was together 02 at it. When Ball left, Jose came to Attica in 03. Because I left Jose in Attica. 03, Jose came up in the building. Yo, what's poppin'? I'm like, yo, what up? He like, yo, how that nigga Maino let Ball do that? I'm like, yo, man, he got the barber chair. Nigga got up on. He like, nah, son, that nigga ain't getting up on me like that. And Ball know what it is with him and Zay. Just like Zay know what it is with him and Ball. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. I'm giving y'all motherfucking facts and I'm giving y'all history. Stop believing everything these niggas say. Stop believing these edited videos and all that corny shit, son. Real talk. That shit is whack.
That nigga saucy, boy. He gonna tell us.
Yeah, still that used to be with Mouse. 9-9. Still came to Attica in 9-7. I left still in Attica. I went down Sullivan and some shit, came back to Attica. You know, they wasn't letting that nigga go nowhere. He was still there. And when I left him, we was in D block together. Yeah. Stillo told me motherfucking Maino got cut. Word. Nah. A lot of crazy shit happened. Nah. Maino got cut. Wise got killed. Yeah. I remember them two incidents happening around the same time. You know what I'm saying? Heard Ball got cut 3 times on that. I don't know about the 3rd time, but I definitely know about those 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I only know about one on Racket Challenge, which was Jose. That's all I know. Because Maino cut him in Cashapp. And let me tell you something, son. After Maino cut Ball in Cashapp, Maino took his show on the road. Ball was still in the cat. And I'm going to give Ball his motherfucking prop. Get Ball his flower. Because Ball was a little nigga. Ball blew the biggest nigga in the jail when I was there with him. The biggest nigga in the jail. Some big nigga in the gym. Ball got up on that nigga and gave him the business. That nigga was chasing Ball around that motherfucking gym. Word the mother. So I don't hate, son. I'm giving y'all facts. I fucks with these niggas. These niggas is my guys. Maino's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and Ball, we grew up in the P-Now together. You know what I'm saying? He know what it is. He know I could never shit on him. But what I'm saying is facts. Jose blew that nigga Ball for that phone in Mar now. Yeah. And them niggas got beef to this day. Jose like, yo, that nigga not getting up on me like he did Maino. So them niggas got beef to this day. And Ball know what it is. Just like Zay know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he recently got touched. Oh, shit. Ball going through it on Racket Challenge. See, I don't want this corny shit for him, son. He got a bad situation in the courts. He need to be focused on that shit. Not doing fake interviews on the phone. Trying to be relevant on YouTube when your ass need to be in little library. Come on, son. The homies looking at you like, yo, this nigga bugging. Real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to set the record straight on that shit right there, man, because y'all niggas bugging. I don't want to keep seeing these fucking old ass videos about Ball and Maino. I'm speaking on that shit because that's some shit I know about. Now, all this other shit that's going on, I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that shit, so I ain't gonna speak about it. But you better believe I get a call, it's going down. It's going down. But I don't speak on shit I don't know. I'm telling y'all facts right here about these niggas, man.
Yo, bro, you heard him, right?
Yeah.
What's about? The nigga, like he was saying, right? Maino, my bro, me and bro, I've been doing challenges since adolescence. And we cool, you know what I'm saying? But when he try to let niggas know, like, y'all keep talking that shit, like how Maino Punk and Bar super killer and shit. Nah. Everybody get it. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other.
Yep.
That's all that is, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Yo, I give these things 2 hours. That's all they get because these motherfuckers act like they don't want to hear the story. But yo, check this out. Before we go, man, I want you to check this out, bro. I want y'all niggas to rock to my little bro. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back, yeah, because we got some fire now. My brother, he keep bringing this fire for us, bro. So I got it. Butcher.
Oh my God.
Go down. They shook, we back around again. What goes around, come back around. You know what's about to go down. My old head told me your life stand on business, never fresh if that's the rule. Cause your man to introduce you to the back door, make you fool. The motto, never trust the soul, get money, stay on the move. Never speak too much, stay silent, chatty patty.
Hold on, before I finish the song, let me say something else. I don't mean to say it like this. I'm gonna keep it a fuck. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. Johnny Buck, you still there, bro? Johnny, you there? Cross, you there? Man, let's all y'all niggas cam up real quick. Y'all niggas cam up real quick. I want to say something. All y'all niggas cam up. I want to say something real quick. All right, y'all niggas cam up. Come on, cam up. Let me say this real quick. Yo, check this out. That nigga Boxing Bar need to keep his ass in fucking jail. Period. Some niggas need to be in prison, bro. We ain't gonna front.
Right.
Niggas are men's societies shooting babies and shooting people in front of their parents and actually killing innocent bystanders. Them niggas need to be in fucking jail. Period. And I don't support prison at all, and I wish none of my brothers did. But if you're a menace to your neighborhood, your society, and you're fucking up your neighborhood, and the kids can't walk the streets and go to school in the morning, the kids can't worry about, the kids got to play hopscotch with bullet shells, nigga. You need to be in prison, nigga. Suck it up, nigga. You had all the time to go home and stay home. Each time you came home, you did some dumb shit again. Love it, nigga. How LL Cool just said, love it. Love it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about
This
it.
nigga said what he's going on 10 years. He's sitting down.
He was saying that. No, he was saying that for like he was saying that the last 3.
Yeah, he said 3. He said it's looking good right now. He said, but he ain't got no trial yet, no charge, trial, nothing going on yet. He just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. He has charges.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had he played a video about the 2 homicides.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Okay.
Now, I'm putting the information together to come up with this conclusion. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I know Boxing Ball personally. So the last time I was with him, we were in Southport. Southport is an all box prison, 23-1 lockdown.
Yeah.
He was locked up for the double homicide, and I'm very good at law. So he was explaining to me some of the situation with it, and it appears that he didn't actually do it. Like, he was there. Even in the video that you played where it was saying what happened,
Mhm.
in the video they were saying that somebody else did this, that, and the third, and he was there. In the video it said that, right?
Right.
So he's basically saying that, listen, he can get off because he didn't do it. And what happens is when you're convicted of a crime and then you take it to court and you get it overturned, they take you back to Rikers Island, where you have to sit and stand trial. By virtue of saying he'd been sitting for 3 years, lets me know that he went through that process. It's called a reversal. You get your conviction reversed and you go back to court.
Okay.
And by him saying it's looking good, it's saying, okay, they got their facts together. They see that he didn't do it, so he may end up getting released. But it takes time.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a waiting game.
Or either he told her a nigga that did it.
There was witnesses there. There was witnesses there.
This Arthur Flegenheimer ass nigga. What's his name? Artie boy. Choke, no joke, chiggy choke, no joke, chiggy choke. A joke. Yo, hold on. Before I finish, I want to say, yo, choke, no joke. You need to send your mother a couple of dollars so she won't have to keep picking bottles back to the dispensary to buy her crack.
This nigga is born right here. Boy, stop, boy. Stop,
She
boy.
won't have to stop taking them bottles to the dispensary to buy her crack. The nephew in the picture with him, looking homeless.
Shit.
Soon as you heard, Force came home. Your ass jumped on the next Greyhound out of town, nigga.
The midnight train to Georgia.
Midnight train to Georgia. Yo, Bars, he in Georgia too. Yeah, in Georgia. This nigga Force home. I gotta go. I had them niggas in Bronx shut. But yo, I had to say that, man. I had to let y'all niggas know, nigga, you're a menace to society. Yo, what is about? I be mad at niggas from my hood when they say free so and so. That's fuck that nigga. Let that nigga rock. You know how many girls that nigga raped, the niggas that nigga killed? Let him stay in fucking jail. Fuck him.
But Johnny said that he didn't do it. So if he didn't do it, you can't.
I talk about him.
Okay. Yeah.
I talk about niggas from my hood. They talk about
in
free
general.
so-and-so.
Yeah.
In general,
Yeah.
free so-and-so. Hell no. Let that motherfucker rock. He done raped girls in middle school. He killed niggas in middle school. He killed niggas in the devil. Y'all try to free that nigga? Hell no. Go, nigga, sit there, relax. If you do it one time or twice, you know, because it's in the midst of a war or something like that, street war, motherfucker, or you might anything happen like that. Everybody got a way to repent. You know what I'm saying? They can repent that shit. But if you keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for the same charges, and murder's one of the easiest charges to beat because they gotta be by a shadow of a doubt that you did it. So if you keep going, you know you did these murders, but you beat them, and then after you beat them, you talk about doing them. You know what I'm saying? How these niggas do. Bruh, you's a menace to society. You shouldn't be allowed to walk the streets no more, bruh. That's how I feel about that shit. I'm an ex-convict, and I feel that way. I want my kids to be safe. I want my kids to be safe. I want my mother to be safe. Yeah, what you said? Jonathan Kidd said some people need a permanent timeout. Now, I know, Johnny, you did 26 years. I ain't do as much time as you. But what you think about that? About these niggas that you came off to do 26 years and all these niggas keep going back and forth through all the time for the same violent crimes.
Well, it's the way you think. A lot of people get stuck like a hamster in a wheel. They're running really fast, but they ain't going nowhere because of the way they think. They get stuck on, I'm gonna come back to the block and I'm gonna do this. The block is still a block. You didn't get nothing the first time, or you got very little. It still has the same things for you. You get your little moments of glory, and then you get your prison cell. You guys don't see that, but people do what they know how to do. If you wanna go somewhere you haven't been, you have to do something you haven't done. So people have been going back to doing the street thing, and they're going back to prison because it's a cycle. You have to get out of that cycle in order to step yourself up, elevate yourself. So
my man, the priest of the God born in the building, Born C said, that's the dude that had the wig on, talk about boxing bar. He had a wig on and one inside the shit got called a wig on.
Damn. A wig?
A wig, yeah. Nah, but like you said, some people need a permanent timeout. Go ahead, John. I'm going to cut you off, Farsa. Go ahead.
So, hold on. Yo, I'm in the middle of a podcast. Remember I told you that in the text. I'm gonna call you when I'm finished. No, I'm participating in it. All right, peace. So people put themselves. They made laws like this for a reason. For the career criminal.
Yeah.
That's because some people feel that way, that they need a permanent timeout. The 3 strikes, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like saying, well, if you do this over and over again, this is where you belong. I personally don't believe that. I believe more or less it's the rehabilitation. You have to get them thinking a different way.
Facts.
Now,
but you got psychopaths out there,
and I'm getting ready to get to that. And,
serial killers, fuck that,
and they deserve to be killed.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I'm just you want to kill it an eye for an eye or what have you. There's certain things that's beyond rehabilitation, and then you put them out of their misery. And the reason why I say this is because someone can be locked up for the next 50 years and still find their way of poisoning society. And they may not never get out. They'll poison the people around them who are returning to society.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you got a whole string of people that are offsprings of this poisonous guy or girl, and they're coming back out to society. So you get someone that's poisonous to that nature, cut the head off, and that's it. They can't get to nobody else. They can't poison, infiltrate, filter their venom to no one else, and that's it. But to the rest who can be rehabilitated, they should be rehabilitated. And some people have been criminals, and it's because of their abuse, whether it be they've been abused as children, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, or whatever. But if you're able to correct that, then you can put them on the right path. That's just the way I think.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on that. There's some people that can be to change, but a lot of these motherfuckers, you're not calling them serial killer. They don't say serial killer, but if you kill like 4, 5, 6 people, and you're a serial killer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, but yo, yeah, I was gonna end this though, so I'm gonna finish playing this song so we can get up out of here, bro. I just want to say that. Get that. Oh shit! I just want to say that so I could, you know what I mean?
Facts.
No, let people know, man. Like if you're doing this shit, man.
Turn the fool, nothing left. Let's get them born.
Bruh, like I'm telling you Negroes, this is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty law. Came in here with my brother Cross, aka the Plug, the Mac Mizzle Show, Johnny Button, Jonathan the Kid, the Lord, the gods. Peace to everybody. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rahmat to Allah to all the Muslim brothers and sisters out there. And for all you cold, stone cold sucker ass niggas on the cool train, y'all can get the 49311. Get the 49311. And to them niggas that up here instigating shit for the East and the West Coast, like rail your belly, whack 100 with your feet dangling off the side of the bed with your ass up in the air. Yo, y'all know what it is, man. Give your LGBTQ community some love and some dap for yourself. We not with it, son. But yo, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV just started its own day. Like, nigga, what? Yo, Maino hustle hard, nigga. You proved it. You ain't no rat, nigga. Nigga said it already, nigga. Box of Bar said it. That's all that matters, yo. Yo, the kid. He's born divine. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah.
Yo.